Hey guys, the dialogue here. So I am looking at Jodi Arias. I think most of you will know who she is. She is the young woman who killed her ex-boyfriend Travis and lied about it. Basically what happened is she went to Travis's house. They weren't together, but she sort of got him back somehow. They had sex. She decided to kill him while he was in the shower. She took photos of him, and what happened is that she took photos accidentally of her dragging him down the hallway. Then she lied to the jury saying that two people broke in and killed him, but the photograph that she shoved in the washing machine and she turned it on was recovered, and it showed that she was directly involved in his murder. She was convicted, by the way.
I can't in good conscience ask you to sentence him to death because of him.
Just hours after her final plea for mercy, we found out the 32-year-old wasn't done talking. She said...
Okay, remember, this woman killed her ex-boyfriend out of major jealousy. So she decided to, have sex with him and sort of lure him into her little spider web, got him, and then she killed him out of spite. She's calm. There's no remorse here. She's a psychopath.
Down with me for a 40-minute jailhouse interview Tuesday night.
And you notice how she touches her hair? She's self-soothing. She's trying to look good for the cameras because she's quite narcissistic.
I started with that statement to the jury.
Calm. Confident, and that is charm also. She's a psychopath.
And the words she didn't say to Travis Alexander's family.
Why didn't you apologize to them?
I did apologize to them.
You never said I'm sorry.
I said that I'm sorry, that I'll never be able to make up for what I did.
Here we've got the little doe-eyed look. Also, we've got the baby girl voice on. I'm just an innocent girl. I look like a librarian. I'm no longer the blonde bombshell that I portrayed myself to be.
And that I can never replace their loss.
But you didn't use the
It's nice words to say, isn't it, Jodi?
word I'm sorry.
Well, then I'm sorry I didn't say that, because certainly I am sorry. I think in a sense...
I'm sorry that okay, she's very articulate, as I said before, very confident, but she's not sure, or she's lying because her shoulders went up when she said that. Let's go back and have a look.
But you didn't use the word I'm sorry.
Well, then I'm sorry I didn't say that, because certainly I am sorry. I think in a sense the words I'm sorry just seem meaningless, especially since nobody believes what I'm saying anyway.
You said it right there. No one believes a word out of your mouth.
She's playing the victim here.
Why do you keep talking?
Well, because I know that I've lied before. That doesn't mean that I'm a liar by definition, by
Yes, it does. If you've lied, you're a liar.
character.
What do you think of this jury? It's pretty clear they don't think too much of you. I wonder what you think of them.
I don't know. I feel a little betrayed by them. I don't dislike them. I just was really hoping that they would see things for what they are, and I don't feel that they did.
A lot of people, they think this switch from I want to die to now I want to live is just another lie from Jodi Arias.
Well, I don't know what that means.
She knows what that means.
Was I lying when I said I want to die, or was I lying when I say please spare my life?
Yes, you were. And you can tell that by her little shoulders going up and her little squished up eyes, her little beady eyes coming through. But that's two things that tells me that she's having a go at this guy, the interviewer. Look at that face, guys. Look at that face. Don't trust it.
No.
She does a lot of the tongue coming out, and she's displeased. Saliva's running away from her mouth and it's going down the back of her throat.
Whatever happens, I'm just going to take it and deal with it.
You said today you want to give Travis's family closure. You know they want you dead.
Okay, right here, if we look at the sister here of Travis who died, we can see fear in her, contracted forehead, the eyebrows going up in the middle here. It's hard to fake that. And we've got this woman who just can't believe it.
Why don't you give them that closure?
Well, what do you mean by that? Why don't I kill myself? Is that what you're asking?
No.
So she deliberately threw the question into her favor. She's playing dumb here. She's not. She's very intelligent, unfortunately.
Why don't you accept the fate of the death penalty if you know that's what they want? If you truly care about their closure?
Well,
she does that a lot. Well, and that's her way of thinking.
I've caused them a lot of pain. I've caused my family a lot of pain.
And she doesn't care. There's absolutely no emotion coming from this woman. It's not only in her face, it's her whole demeanor, it's her character, it's her personality. There's no emotion coming from her. She's devoid of emotion. So that tells me that her frontal lobes are not working. She's not normal like most human beings.
And I think that by asking for death, I'm only going to cause more pain to my family.
It's all words, 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 and no emotion.
You were on that jury and you had heard what they had heard. Would you kill you?
I don't believe in capital punishment, so the answer would be no.
For now.
Convenient. You notice how she doesn't actually portray any facial expressions on her face? That's deliberate as well. She's keeping her little girl face there so that you will believe her, and a little girl baby doll voice as well with no resonance.
Arias is sticking by that story the jury didn't buy, that she's an abused woman who killed in self-defense when Alexander lunged at her from his shower.
You really are never going to tell the truth about what went down in that bathroom.
And obviously he doesn't believe her. He's got far more emotion than she does.
I don't know what you mean by that because I've told the truth.
Okay, she's not giving away too much that she lied, but this is a clear lie from her. So you just really have to look at the whole interview and her whole demeanor and exactly what happened in this case to really know she is actually lying. I mean, she's holding eye contact. Often liars hold more eye contact than most people think. They think they flit away with their eyes, but actually liars hold their eye contact really well, more so than normal people. Plus, they have a very stiff upper body. Jodi Arias, anyone?
Okay.
I didn't know that you were a hater when you came to interview me.
Okay, so she's throwing that again. You're a hater. She's deflecting, throwing it back on him so that she doesn't have to take any responsibility.
And that was about as angry as Arias got. She stayed composed
And a little bit of a laugh, and of course she stuck her tongue out.
throughout, if not occasionally smug.
A lot has
Smug, all right.
been made about your appearance and your change in appearance. Was going from blonde bombshell to sort of the mousy church librarian look in court, was that a defense strategy? Was that your idea? What was that?
No, they don't sell Clairol hair dye in jail.
Again, we're sarcastic. It's throwing back at him. It's deflecting. It's smacking it back in his face. She's actually a very nasty, spiteful person.
So this is my natural hair color.
Now, what you'll find is that there's a lot of people like her in our world, and we've met them and we meet them and we know some of these people. It's a bit scary to think that we've got people who don't feel for others going around in our world.
But there was more than just the hair color. The glasses, overall the demeanor was very different than the person that you were before this crime happened. What about that?
Well,
Manipulator.
this is a court of law. It's not a place to go and act crazy or
So she's manipulating the audience, the jury as much as possible.
use that term, but it's not a place to go and just let loose. It's a court of law.
She's an actor.
Vibrant young woman. She was extremely charismatic. She said, "Hi, I'm Jodi." And when she sat down with me, I was really surprised by how excited she was to be interviewed.
Yep, because she's narcissistic.
That'd be great.
She's so happy. She's just murdered someone, accused of murdering someone, yet she's quite happy. How many of us would be laughing, smiling in front of a camera when we've been accused of murdering someone we didn't murder?
Never put my makeup on in front of a total stranger, but that's okay. You're not that much of a stranger.
Again, she's
Jodi.
talking about makeup and her looks. So that's her power because she's quite attractive. She's used that as her power card in the past.
Was really concerned about her image right from the get-go.
It's been like weeks since I put makeup on. I'm glad to see this is waterproof. I don't plan to cry, but I probably won't. Travis East and I used to argue about my driving because my rearview mirror was always facing me instead of toward the back. He made me feel vain sometimes.
It appeared to me as if she had some experience behind the camera. I mean, she actually gave our crew direction.
Whatever you want to change, or if you don't think something looks right, just let me know. I'll adjust it.
So she likes to be in control as well. Controlling, narcissistic, charming, psychopathic,
Guess if I start getting shiny, then we can take a break.
and very image conscious.
Can you do me a favor and just hold that? Sure. Sorry. That's okay.
So that's quite controlling.
I got a sense that she was really enjoying this experience, being on camera. We talked for nearly 2 hours about all manner of things. Into the interview that I asked her, "Is there anything else you want to talk about?" And then she sighed, sat back in her chair, and told me this most elaborate tale. I almost fell off my seat.
Boy, this is really hard. I'm trying to think if I want to say this or not.
And she's got drooping delight on her face. And she is thinking, should I say something or not? We've got a hard swallow and tongue coming through. So there could be a lot of things going on. Could be lies or just getting ready to lie.
There's a lot of evidence that places me at Travis's house, and there's a reason for that. And that reason is that that I did see Travis the day that he passed away. A lot of things happened that day. I almost lost my life as well.
Pretty good liar, I must say.
So willing to share this information that could be
But she said it in such a calm manner that you can't believe, devoid of emotion.
incredibly detrimental to her case.
There was an argument among some people, two
Some people, interesting.
individuals
Two individuals, and she's not getting specific about what they look like or who they were.
that one wanted to take my life. And
She told me that the intruder actually put a gun to her head and pulled the trigger.
The guy with the gun was standing near me, and I just remember holding my head and closing my eyes. He pulled the trigger, and nothing happened, just a click.
Quinky dink.
Out that in her interrogation with Detective Esteban Flores of the Mesa PD, that the intruder who held the gun to her head took her information and let her go.
He grabbed my wallet, and he was looking through it.
What's interesting
is she's got the baby doll voice even more here.
is that Jodi never told Detective Flores that the intruder tried to kill her.
He said, "You need to leave,
Convenient.
and don't you call anybody, and don't you say anything, and don't you act like anything happened."
Completely different account of what actually
Now her knees, if we look at what her knees are doing, that's a barrier to keep herself safe.
happened. So it hit me that if she could so effortlessly make up this lie in front of me, what else is she
Duping delight.
capable of? But thank you very much.
Oh, thanks.
So she's a massive liar, very manipulative, very intelligent with it. Don't think that she's an amazing human being, because she's not. She is one of the worst kinds of human beings that you want to deal with in society. You should be glad she's in jail. Hope you enjoyed this video on body language of Jodi Arias. This is The Dialogue. Please like, share and subscribe. Please check out my Patreon videos. Thank you to my Patreons so far.